Yo, hi everyone, Hashim is here. Today I want to dive into a book that really made me rethink a lot of things. It's Think Again by Adam Grant. Now, if you are like me, you probably grew up believing that having strong convictions and sticking to them is the key to success. But this book challenged this idea in a unique way that's honestly refreshing. Let's get into it.
Rethinking is not just a skill to master personally. It's a value we need to embrace culturally. We live in a world that mistakes confidence for competence, that pressures us to favor the comfort of conviction over the discomfort of doubt. It accuses people who change their minds of flip-flopping, when in fact they might be learning.
First off, Think Again is all about the power of rethinking. Adam Grant argues that being open to change your mind is actually a strength. The book is packed with stories and studies that show how important to you to question your beliefs and assumptions. It's not about flip-flopping or being indecisive, it's more about being flexible and curious. One of the biggest takeaways of this book is thinking like a scientist. Grant talks about how we often approach our opinions like preachers or politicians, either trying to convince someone or prove them wrong, or basically win them over. But instead, we should approach our beliefs like a scientist, always testing and experimenting, ready to update our views when we see new evidence. Another key point is the importance of confident humility. This is where you balance your confidence in what you know with the humility to admit what you don't know. It's about being confident enough to stand by your ideas but humble enough to change them when faced with new information. That's something I think we all could use more of, especially in today's world. Honestly, reading this book made me reflect on times where I was stubborn to change my mind, or I was afraid to admit that I was wrong. One specific moment that comes to my mind when I was working on a project. I had the idea that using a certain software was the best way to get the job done. I was really confident with my choice and I didn't want to search for another alternatives. But as the project progressed, things weren't going as smoothly as I was expecting. A teammate suggested to trying a different approach, one that I had initially dismissed as it is too complicated. But after reflecting on Think Again, I realized I needed to rethink about this, so I decided to give the new software a try, even though admitting that my initial solution was wrong. And guess what? It turned out to be much more efficient and saved us a ton of time. This experience taught me that rethinking again is not admitting a defeat, it's more being open to better solutions. It's a lesson that I have carried with me ever since, and it's made me willing to question my first instincts and embrace new ideas.
Confident humility gives you the courage to say, I don't know, instead of pretending to have all the answers. To say, I was wrong, instead of insisting you were right. It encourages you to listen to ideas that make you think hard, not just the ones that make you feel good. And to surround yourself with people who challenge your thought process, not just the ones who agree with your conclusions. And sometimes it even leads you to challenge your own conclusions. We need to be quick to rethink.
As much as I enjoyed Think Again by Adam Grant, I do have a couple of critiques. At times the book could feel a little bit repetitive. Some of the examples are stretched out longer than necessary. But again, maybe that's the point. Grant really wants these concepts to sink in. Also, while this book is full of fascinating studies and stories, I sometimes felt I want more actionable steps on how actually to apply these ideas in daily life. All in, I think Think Again is a must read, especially if you are someone who feels stuck in your ways or if you are looking to challenge your own thinking. It's a book that encourages growth, curiosity, and most importantly, a willingness to be wrong. And let's face it, we could all use a little more of that. So if you are ready to rethink on how you think, definitely give this book a read. And if you have already read it, let me know your thoughts down there in the comments. Okay, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down there in the comments if you like these type of videos on reviewing books. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you back later. Bye bye.